Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I thought that I would show you how I do my everyday average makeup look, simple, glowy, whatever, Kandyland makeup look. Yes. So, and also I thought that I was gonna go through my skin routine if you're interested in that. So, if you wanna see that, continue watching. Okay? Several years ago, I didn't care at all about my skin or my skincare routine. The only thing I did was using hand soap and to wash my face. Sometimes I didn't even use any body lotion or anything, but usually I just used a body lotion in my face and then went to bed after washing off my makeup. For several years too, I didn't even wash off my makeup. And you know what? It worked fine. I had good skin. I was lucky, but I think probably it's not very good if you don't want to age. So a few years ago I started to have an actual skincare routine. I went to the body shop and I got this series. This is called Vitamin E. This is a very gentle face wash that I use to clean my face, and also I use to remove my makeup. It works perfectly. At nighttime I'm using this. It's the same series, Vitamin E, for night cream. It's a little thicker, and this is the one that I use during the day, and that's my entire skincare routine. That's all I do. I just that yeah, that's it. I never scrub. I never. Yeah, sometimes when I wake up and I have puffy under eyes, I put cucumber and that works. And sometimes I treat myself with a mask, whatever. Like Korean masks tend to be the best, so I kind of use that. So I recommend these for sure, the Vitamin E series. But if you don't want to spend so much money on your face routine, which this isn't the most expensive, but it isn't the cheapest either. If you don't want to spend so much money, you can also just buy this one. This one I used the entire summer. It's just it's a face, body, hand cream. It does everything. It's very cheap and it's like drugstore, And also if you're a guy, I guess most people who are watching probably is guys. So if you're a guy, I would recommend this. My father uses this, I think this is good if you don't want to go, if you have just normal skin or if you just want to have something to moisture. Okay. But let's start with my makeup. So I'm gonna start with this. Right now I have absolutely no makeup on my face. And also you see my eyebrows are starting to be very pale. I dye my eyebrows maybe every other week or so, like every month probably, because I'm lazy, so I only do it once a month. So now they start to disappear. Okay, now my face is nice and moistured and I can move on to the makeup routine. Usually I use Kat Von D palette, like the lightest shade. She sells them in like 2-pack or two, so you can get the two lightest shades of like the whiter and the browner. That's great, but they don't sell it in any store close to me, or yeah, they only sell it at Sephora. So now I got the Anastasia Contour Kit palette. So I'll use that. So usually, if you have red under eyes like I do, and like the cream definitely enhanced, I usually use the red one to cancel that little blue-red out. But it's a little too yellow, so I mix it with that one. And I do this. Also on top of my eyes, because my eyelids are very... And by the way, yeah, I don't use any foundation anymore. I stopped using foundation maybe a half a year ago, and I really like it. I really like not needing to use that. And also, I feel like I look prettier without the foundation. I guess it's gonna come, like the shade are gonna come and go because of the sun back there, but I wanted to have my door open. Yeah. I just put this little everywhere. Then they stopped selling my favorite powder. This is my favorite powder, the Isadora one. I tried to get a similar one, but this one is definitely isn't the same. But this one I'm almost out of. So what I do, a little trick, I just take a little bit of this, like that. But this gets too white and kind of, so I take what's left in this and I just mix it up. I'm just telling myself that works. Then I go over my entire face, just to kind of set, just so the, yeah, just to kind of set the cream, or the, yeah, moisture cream, or whatever you want to say. Not set it, but like, yeah, so it's not so dry. No, so it's not so wet. So that's the base, I guess. Then I go back to the Anastasia contour kit. This is also the brightest color. I use probably everything in the brightest shade ever. So the middle shade is what I use to do my contour. And so honestly, I have a little pro tip for guys. If you think that you have a big forehead or something, I have, like, I guess on the bigger side forehead, but it's not like extremely big. But if you put some contour on top, it kind of makes the illusion that it's smaller if you just put a little bit on top of the forehead. I also put under my chin so I look more like slimmer in the face. Then a little bit around my my nose too. So that's the contour stage, and then I go and take this powder. This is also like drugstore Isadora that I use for, or no, bronzer that I use for bronzer. By the way, for me to stop using foundation, I really think it helped with my under eyes a lot. I would have been, like, I look a little bit like Gollum right now, but I was full Gollum without makeup before, and I think it was because my under eyes was damaged from all the foundation, and also cleaning off the foundation and everything that comes with. Okay, yeah, by the way, people always ask you, do you makeup on your boobies? No, I don't put makeup on my boobies, but you can also take like the axes and just go all over your body because it makes it blend more together, everything. Okay, so let's move on. I use this one. I happen to like this highlighter, so I use this highlighter. Now it's a little bit more discreet, and I think it's better. It looks more mature than the one I usually use. I usually use the balm, you know. So I just use this for highlighter now. A little in the forehead too, and on my nose. A little like that. So, and then I also take this and just make it look a little more discreet. I don't want it to be super obvious. Then you can take, sometimes I don't always do this, but sometimes I take the balm, just a bronzer. You can take, like, just take something similar. You don't need to take exactly what I have. I think I could pull off the same makeup no matter what products I have. So just some raw blush. Just put on my cheeks, like when you're smiling. It's cute. Makes you look a little more alive. Also, I kind of blend it in on the nose too. I don't always do this. I haven't done this for the entire summer, but I did it. I started doing it now recently. Now when it's autumn. So that's probably, yeah, that's the base. That's my face base. And usually I use another setting spray. This was the only setting spray they had in store in my town, so I got it. It's decent. But usually I use the one from NYX. I love the NYX setting sprays, especially the glowy ones. I kind of need glowy setting sprays because I like to look more extra glowy. But this one is just average, whatever, but it's decent. So I use that to set the face makeup. Every time I get some product in my hair, I brush it out immediately so it doesn't... I don't want it to ruin my hair for the day. So let's continue to brows. So for brows, I use the Kat Von D Signature brow, and this is, I don't know what color. Light brown, yeah. So I take that and just fill in my brows. And it's easier to fill in my brows when they're freshly dyed. So I should probably dye them soon. So it's gonna be easier, but now, yeah, I just try to follow where the actual brows are. No, you're good. I thought it was gonna be thick. No, maybe it was a little over exaggeration and it looks a little thick, but we're gonna fix it because I always brush the brows out with this other side of the pencil afterwards to make it look better. This brow got a little thicker, but who cares? And also, who expected it to be perfect when I'm doing a goddamn makeup tutorial? It's so... you get so nervous. But I'm happy with them. Okay, so this is almost done, but now we just need to do some eyeshadow. I like to do some eyeshadow, otherwise it looks super tired. So I do some eyeshadow, but for eyeshadow I use this again, the same shiny little, what's it called, highlighter. And I just put it in the inner corner of my eyes, here and here. It looks nice just like this. Sometimes I just leave it like this, but still I look a little tired if I do that, so I just brush off excess with this brush. But yeah, I look a little tired when I only put the little white, so I take this very, very old Naked palette, which is probably expired, and I use that, it's called Toasted. I use that on the outer corner. And I like to use my fingers to apply eyeshadow. It's so much better, but it goes in periods. Sometimes I prefer a pen, or sometimes I prefer a brush, and sometimes I prefer my hand, but usually it's my hand. Something like that. Okay, just do this quickly. Sometimes they stop here too, but if you want to look a little bit more awake, you can go with the little darker shade. It's called Hustle, and I put that in the outer corner of the eye. And that too makes me look a little bit more awake. So then I brush away. So it, because I applied with my fingers, it sometimes gets a little weird, but I brush away whatever is, on the wrong side. Usually you do this with my brows too, to make them look a little more discreet. Okay, so now we're almost done, but usually I use this to curl my lashes a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. And to make sure they're not in any weird form, I just brush them, or any weird angle. Ouch! I don't think I've done a single makeup tutorial. You know, I've tried several times to make makeup tutorials, but it's so hard. And every single time I did it, I definitely poked my eyes in the middle of it. Wait, let me just breathe a second. Now my eyes hurt. Well, let's continue. Now last, no actually not last, but almost last, mascara. I get so nervous filming. I don't understand. Dabbing Nash, it's not easy to make YouTube, goddammit. It's super hard. Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Mascara. I'm gonna take it very careful now, okay? By the way, if you keep your mirror in an angle below, it's easier to make good mascara. But my entire life, I kind of wanted to make my mascara clumpy because I was a little emo kid, and that was kind of in. Something like that. But when I wait for my mascara to dry, we're going to fix like everything that I missed. But yeah, while I wait for my mascara to dry first, I do my lips. And usually I use this pen, and it was like $2 from Lico, and it's almost out, and it's the best color ever, and it makes it look very natural. So I'm just gonna put that on now. I always overline my lips, or not always, but yeah, I always do when I do my makeup, but then I kind of let it fade, and it's like a natural overline. So kind of like that. So this doesn't look super natural right when I do it, but it takes just a little time. Like you just need to eat or drink something, and it makes it like a natural fade. So I like that. And now I think my mascara is dried, so I always go when the mascara is dried, you can go and correct all mistakes that you've done. So I go and correct everything I've done wrong here. Oh, by the way, I don't think I showed you what mascara I use, but this is the best mascara in the world. It's called Fall/Effect. And with the lip pencil, you just try to find a pencil that kind of matches you and your skin, and you're gonna be good. So now when I'm done with my makeup, I take my hair back like this, and I spray a little bit extra setting spray. To make the mascara set and to make the lip set, I guess. And then I just take a quickie like this to make it, I don't have much patience, so I just, instead of waiting for it to dry, I just go over with my brushes and blend it in kinda. Also so this setting spray doesn't have like spots or leave spots and stuff. And afterwards, like always, comb my hair through so all the product that like got into the hair doesn't fuck up the hair. Now my ears are tearing because I poked them. But this is the finished everyday daily Kandyland makeup look. And I can zoom in to show you exactly what it looks like. What's this? But yeah, this is exactly, it's very natural. It's a little glowy. The lips, like I said, is gonna fade into a more natural color. Do you like it? And I'm so happy that I stopped using foundation because yeah, you can see I'm a little red, I'm a little blue, you know, whatever. But that's just gonna make you, like, it kind of takes away from that, and you're gonna, when I don't wear makeup, it's gonna be less of a difference. So, you know, you don't want to wake up with a golem, you know. So it's so good. I love it. If you have good skin, don't use foundation. I regret every single year I used foundation. It's so much better now. Okay, but that was all for my makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope, even though if you don't do makeup yourself, I hope you enjoyed listening to this video. And thank you very much for watching, and see you on the Twitch channel, or see you here on the YouTube. Follow everything, okay? Mwah. Mwah. See you some other time. By the way, let me know if you want me to do a darker makeup look, because this is a very simple, easy makeup look that I do every day. But let me know if you want me to do a darker makeup look, and I'll do that too. Okay?